Hi there, guys. Welcome to the Chronicles of Gamers, episode 22. The story so far. I got our two hosts, the Pied Piper Video Games Gamer Composer. Thank you. And I got the Dark Knight of Video Games Gamer Complainer. She's back. He's back. We're all back, man. Episode 22. That means we are legal enough to start drinking.
That was last episode, too.
You know what? Cool people don't drink when they're 21. They drink when they're 22.
Cool people drink when they're like 18.
I'm not promoting drinking at 18.
If you're in America.
If you're in America. If you're not in America, please, by all means, watch, listen to episode 18 and enjoy yourself a nice little shot. But for episode 22, start drinking, y'all. After you listen to us, maybe play some video games, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, though, we are here, and we're going to talk about some video games. So, we're going to go straight into our topic of It's All About the Hype.
It is?
Man, this hype is so real this week. This is where we talk about any video games, any AAA games, any video game-related news, any topics that we're just like super excited to talk about. Man, the hype is so real this week. It's so real. Like, it's so real, man. So, who wants to go first, man? You want to do rock, paper, scissors?
How is that going to work? I'll tell you which one I did if you tell me what you did first.
Okay. So let's count to three.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I have scissors.
All right. Well, I got rock, so I win.
Let's do it again.
Round 2. Fight.
1, 2, 3. You go first.
I'm in between rock and scissors.
Nah,
I'm not quite either or.
You can't do that. I got grenade. Grenade beats both.
That's not an option.
Oh, that's an option.
No, you lose. I win.
Whatever. Fine, go first. Cheater.
This is a kind of old story. It's a couple weeks old. It's about Miss Alison Rapp and how she was fired from Nintendo. And a lot of news outlets, I think Polygon was the first to post about this. They just jumped ship and just fucking blamed Gamergate immediately without reading into what actually happened in the story. And then that blew up and other news outlets started to blame Gamergate, even though Nintendo didn't issue a statement until like a few days later. And they gave a statement to IGN saying why she was actually fired.
Whoa. Gamer Complainer. What is this Gamergate you speak of?
You know what? I don't know what the fuck Gamergate is. I think it's just made up. I think it was just made up by certain feminists to give a name to getting harassed by men or male gamers versus it being an actual group, because there is no leader of this group. There's no sort of there's no like manifesto that they stick by, and there's no spokespeople. There's no supporters behind it that say I'm a part of Gamergate or whatever. It just is not anything.
Hey,
I'm just gonna start making up my own gates.
Whoa, hold on now. What's the actual
Complainer
definition? Gate. Whoa, what? The heck did you just say?
Complainer Gate. That's my
Complainer
gate. Batman Gate.
Ooh, no, go back. Complainer Gate. Yo, that's the new gate. Yo, that's it. We're done.
Is that a
hashtag Complainer
Gate?
That's it. We're done. Hashtag Complainer Gate. That's the new one.
You got Hermione Granger. Granger Gate.
That's for
so she gets harassed by people too.
Yep. Complainer Gate. We're making a t-shirt.
Composer
we gotta
Gate.
do something with that.
Hopefully he gets jobs. Oh wait, he can't because of reasons.
Damn.
Composer Gates.
Composer Gate. Oh shit. That's when you like copy off of another composer's like shit. And you don't want to fess up to it.
Maybe. Or it could be racism.
For Composer Gate?
Yeah.
Well, couldn't we just call that
for gamer composer in particular?
Okay. Composer Gate 2016. Complainers Gate. That's like the big one. That's what we're just gonna do from now on. Complainer Gate 2016.
But this girl, she wasn't fired because she was a woman. Nintendo doesn't do that type of shit. She was fired because she moonlighted, and her other job that she was moonlighting with was as a cam girl. If you don't know what that is, it's when you take your clothes off on a webcam for money. And she also posed nude.
Say what?
For money as well. So obviously, Nintendo is more kid friendly, so that does not fit with their, with their games or their ideals about stuff. So they're like, you gotta go. She also is a pedophile advocate, and she believes in child pornography, which is definitely not okay.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I'm kind of getting sick of like a lot of. It's two things. One, she thinks she's doing the right thing with her views on stuff, and everyone can have their own views on things, but that's something that I just can't agree with at all. And another thing is, people keep blaming Gamergate just because she's a woman. Because she's a woman
Gamergate.
and something bad happens to her, people automatically assume that it must be because she's a woman, but that isn't true, and people don't read more into it. And a lot of these like Kotaku and Polygon and places like that, they don't take time to fact check stuff or take time to think about what they're writing, and they just immediately go to what would get people to read this the most.
Facts and information.
You know what I mean? Like, how do we get viewers?
Facts and information.
So I can't really actually blame Kotaku because I'm pretty sure they updated their article, but I want to say it was Polygon that just automatically they're like, oh, she's a woman, it must have been Gamergate, yada yada yada. But that's not okay, dude. She advocated pedophilia. That's just not cool. And it's on her Twitter. It's not like people had to dig deep and look, into her secret life of Alison Rapp to figure out her perspectives or views on certain issues. It's on her Twitter page.
My thing is, can you give me the definition of Gamergate again?
There is no definition. It's look, it says Gamergate. The Gamergate controversy concerned a harassment campaign orchestrated primarily through the use of the Twitter hashtag Gamergate, revolving around issues of sexism and progressivism in video game culture. Gamergate is used as a blanket term for the controversy, the harassment campaign, and actions by those perpetuating the harassment. So it's literally just a word for harassment instead of just saying harassment.
Okay, so can I use Gamergate in this sentence? I got headshotted by this guy 3 times. Yo, I'm tired of this Gamergate.
If you feel like you're harassed, then yes.
I mean, if you were shot 3 times in a row by the same guy, is that not Gamergate?
I would have to agree. It doesn't say female harassment. It doesn't say in-game harassment. It just says harassment.
Okay, so if I were to tell a guy that I think Ratchet and Clank is better on the PS2 than on the PS4, and I were to keep telling them every single day for a week, would that also be Gamergate?
Probably. They have no leader, no supporters, nothing. So you can use any term you like for Gamergate at this point.
All right, and then here's the final question. If I am playing if I'm playing The Last of Us and all I'm trying to do is walk through a building, but I get, harassed by a bunch of guys and be shot at, can I also say that's Gamergate?
Yes.
All right.
You have my approval.
Ladies and gentlemen, that our new definition of Gamergate is whenever you're harassed, it's Gamergate. So every video game that you played is technically Gamergate. Because you can technically, you get harassed a lot.
Yes. I mean, that's
Boom.
That's what they're saying it is mostly, is on extreme online harassment. But I don't know why you have to have a blanket term for that when you could just call it what it is.
Harassment?
Because there's no real group for Gamergate. It's just people. It's not, nobody's like, all right, let's meet on Friday for the Gamergate meeting. Let's all get together and talk shit about people we don't like and then go online and talk shit to them. Like, it's not like that at all. And it's weird because I've never really had a problem with playing games online, like as a female. I personally have not. I'm not saying there's other women who haven't, but I've never had an issue. But one thing I've noticed about a lot of female people in games,
Testify.
not that it's a not that you shouldn't be able to do this, but they put themselves out there in a sexual way. Like 40% of them do this, and then they get mad when they get hit on and stuff like that. And it's like, but look at what you're wearing. I'm sorry. Like, or look at how you're acting. If you're being flirtatious, or if that's the personality for your Twitch thing, is like being, the it girl for playing a game. Like, that's why guys are watching you, because you're a girl. Guys are attracted to women. Like, end of story. That's sorry. That's the way it is.
But
I'm not saying they should tell you to die or say, I want to fucking rape you. Like, that's way too far.
Whoa.
But it's like, you have to find a middle ground as a female versus just saying, I'm going to wear what I want all the time. Well, expect to be looked at or expect people to make comments, because that's just the real world. Like, people aren't just going to be silent. Like, what's the point of living in a world where no one gets to say what they want to say or do what they want to do? Because you're semi-encroaching on someone else's freedom by saying, well, you can't say anything about my outfit, but I can wear whatever the fuck I want. It's like, so no one can react to what you're wearing. I thought, then why are you wearing it?
Okay.
What's the point? We only do things to please people, ultimately, or to impress people. Anything exterior is to impress people, including ourselves, but otherwise, we could all just be brains in jars and it wouldn't matter.
Oh, Futurama. All right, wait, I got one more question on this.
One more Gamergate?
Yes. If I'm wearing a T-shirt that says Overwatch is better than Battleborn, and another guy keeps telling me that's bullshit, is that technically Gamergate?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Everything is Gamergate.
Wait, well, I don't know about everything. I mean, we have to stay within games, right? Is that not what the definition states?
Everything is Gamergate. Also, women make up at least almost 50% of gamers. So I don't see how, I think there's like 4 or 5 women that represent women in games out of like 50% of all female gamers. You're telling me that 4 or 5 women are going to be the representation and they get harassed? Like, what about the other women like me that don't have a problem? Like,
so
it doesn't really seem fair.
Are you trying to say
the quiet ones?
Are you trying to say that those women should like women up and
I think there should be more women like me who don't have a problem to speak up and say, you know what, it's not 100% bad. These women just, they're taking it a little bit overboard, because not all guy gamers are bad. And I think that, like, obviously, guy gamers get talked shit too as well. It's not like they only talk shit about women in online gaming. They also talk shit to each other. Like, that's not anything new. It's always going to be that way. But for them to just constantly say, I'm always harassed by men, that doesn't happen for me ever.
I'm always harassed whenever I play a game.
Yeah, and women make up 50% of gamers, so there's got to be another however many million female gamers that don't have an issue, and they just need to speak up a little bit. Like on the Podcast Beyond forum, I posted something a while ago, and I'm like, I've never really had a problem with gamers. Like, is there anybody else like that out there? It's always been a positive community. And other girls were like, yeah, I've never had a problem. Like, never experienced a man like harassing me or anything like that.
That's because most men are trying to play to, beat their opponent, and it's kind of like, do you really have time to harass when you're trying to win? Like, you could harass and say, haha, I beat you, like, towards the end, but it's like, no one really cares if a girl plays anymore. Oh, you're playing? Are you good?
I know, because it's great. Like, it's so common now. It's like, oh, whatever. Guys get still kind of funny about it. They're like, oh, that's cool, you play games. Like, do you actually play games, or does your boyfriend like have a PlayStation or whatever? But once they get over that initial, oh, she plays games, it's just like anything else. and they get over it and they're like, all right, let's play then. And it's not even about the girl being a girl. It's just they want to play.
Gamergate 2016.
Like I was reading, I'm part of like the women in gaming Facebook group or whatever. They complained so much. Like this one girl, she wrote this entire article about like harassment in virtual reality games, and she was at a conference and this guy they were both wearing a virtual headset. I don't know what game they were playing. He turned to her and he grabbed his chest and he said, "Look, I'm shaking my tits at you." And she was super offended by it. Like super offended, where she wrote like a 6-page article.
Wait, he grabbed his chest and shook his virtual boobs at her?
Yes. And he's like, "Look, I'm shaking my tits at you." And that's all he did. That was it. And she's like, "I can't believe this crazy amount of harassment I experienced. And they need to work on virtual reality harassment and da-da-da-da." That's all he did.
Wait, was she a man or was she also a woman? Was it like...
No, she was a girl in the game.
And he was a girl in the game?
I think so, yeah. And all he did was grab his chest and he's like, "Look, I'm shaking my tits at you." And then she got super offended. And I'm like, wow, I can't imagine, like, if someone actually harassed you. Like, there's people that get raped in the world. People that get beaten and genuinely harassed. I don't think that's harassment. I really don't. I think that's just taking it way overboard. And it's just like stuff like that where I'm like, a lot of feminists are just way, way overboard with stuff. Just too far.
See, I have my own philosophies behind that, but, if we were to actually talk about that, it'd probably be like a 1-hour show.
Well, real feminism is just equality.
Can you dig it? Can you
like
dig it?
We get equal pay, we get equal standing in the world, period. Equal opportunities, equal everything. Everything is equal.
Equal Kit Kats.
Yeah.
Equal Hershey bars.
Exactly.
You got anything else, Gamer Complainergate 2016?
Well, we can lead into the Days of 7 Zombies or whatever the hell that game is called.
Days of 7 Days to Die?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Oh my gosh, man. So for those who don't know, TellTale games. Oh, TellTale. TellTale? I'm trying to say it. TellTale.
Not TellTale.
Look, that's a tongue twister for me.
My live style.
Well, anyways, they're now going into publishing, because publishing is such a great idea.
Because they're broke and they're out of ideas.
How in the world Dude, they made like I don't even want to pronounce it name. TellTale game for almost everything.
TellTale.
TellTale.
There you go. Perfect.
TellTale games. They should have called themselves TellTale.
TellTale sounds like Teletubby, so no.
Well, that would have been a better name than what they... Look, either way, I'm surprised that they're broke. I'm surprised that they're broke, but now they're actually teaming up with another developer, and their group is called the Fun Pips, and this game is called 7 Days to Die. It's a mix of a first-person shooter, survival horror, and role-playing game. So, you'll be able to craft, loot, mine, exploration, and, character growth. And the game is going to be released June of 2016. So, this will be like TellTale's game that they actually publish. Hopefully this will make them money, because I'm surprised that they're broke.
I don't know if they're broke. It just seems like usually people go into publishing because they're broke.
So you're trying to say GameStop's broke?
Or maybe they want the money towards something else that they're working on.
Either way, it's still a surprise to me. I was not expecting that. The game to me kind of looks like Left 4 Dead mixed with Minecraft. But, Gamer Complainer kind of told me the truth behind it, and I'm just paranoid, or I'm just crazy.
What truth?
That it's not a Minecraft mixed with Left 4 Dead.
It looks like The Forest mixed with DayZ mixed with Minecraft. That's exactly what it looks like. Like garbage, essentially.
Damn. See, I've never played DayZ or The Forest. And I've never played Minecraft in my life because I'm like too old for that shit.
Well, I watch people play it, and it looks very similar. And I'm not interested, so.
Well, it's
I'll
for
pass.
another zombie game. It's the typical stuff. If like I said, if you like Minecraft or H1Z1 or Dead Rising, you'll probably like this game. I'm not,
that.
but it's a surprise that TellTale is actually a publisher now. So that mind fucked me right
I
there.
assume they're publishing because they have something bigger that they want to work on in the meantime.
Yeah, it's called
And
the
so
Batman game.
They gotta make money in the interim.
Well, on another positive note, we're gonna go overseas on this one. Attack on Titan actually has a release date, August 30th, 2016.
You mean the show or the stupid game?
The game. I don't know about the show.
I don't know
Game.
why they're bothering with the game because it's not gonna finish. It's just gonna end.
Gamer Composer, man, back me up. You love this game too, right?
Yeah, I'm willing to give it a shot. I can't talk shit about it yet. If it plays horribly, then, I could talk shit. But I have to say that most of the anime games have been really solid. Like Inuyasha on PlayStation, Inuyasha that non-RPG not so good, but the fighting one was pretty good. They had a couple Bleach games on PlayStation 1 and 2. Yu Hakusho was good. Full Metal not so much, but that's only 2. Bleach is excellent on PS3. There's another anime game I think I own. I can't remember right off the top of my head. But
Dragon Ball Z
those
Budokai.
anime games are pretty on.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Nah.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3.
I mean, try before you buy, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, I miss the days where you could really just try the stuff that really came out, but
So
I
you're
guess
saying
not.
you miss Blockbuster?
They didn't really have games that you could try back then. I'm talking about in Best Buy and Target.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what happened, right? GameStop came along. Power to the
No.
gamers.
They've been around.
Well, GameStop don't even have their kiosks on anymore. I don't know how many times I've been in. I don't think I've seen a GameStop kiosk on since Xbox 360 was popping.
Man, I haven't seen a kiosk since Xbox
Yeah.
and
since Xbox
PlayStation
One.
2.
The only
I haven't
reason
seen
I
it
know
since
Xbox
KB.
360 had a kiosk is because a mutual friend of ours has one in his arcade. I don't know how he got it, but he has the kiosk.
That man is very lucky.
He is a very lucky man. He has an awesome house.
Whoa. All right.
He has an arcade in his house
All right.
that he built.
Woosah, man. Woosah.
I don't feel confident about this game at all. If it was in VR, I think that would be amazing, but it's not. So
Well, there is some
And even
talks
then-
about it.
the graphics look like tits.
Whoa. The graphics don't look like tits. The graphics look just like the anime.
No, they
So-
don't. They look
Yeah, it does,
terrible.
man.
It's like the translation from the show to the movie that sucked. The live action movie.
Wait, the live action movies suck?
Yes. I don't know why people thought it would be good. They changed the entire story and it looked nothing like the anime. Usually the Japanese live action versions of animes aren't good, typically. Because they
Really?
just aren't, no offense, they aren't as good filmmakers. Anime is on point, but real live production, not so much. Unless it's a samurai movie.
Either way, I believe in the Attack on Titan game. I'm going to buy it.
Gamer Composer will buy it, I will try it, and I will not like it.
I will buy it. I can't wait to try it. It's
It
going to be
does
the
not
most
look
enjoyable
good.
game. I believe, and that's all that matters.
Plus, it's just going to be the show.
Okay.
Why don't I just watch the show? It's less work.
Can I do both?
You could try.
I mean,
Stream that. I'd like to have you do both.
Well,
Sure.
I mean, in argument of that, I love Bleach. I haven't finished the entire thing, but even playing one of the most epic battles that I feel was really great. Watching it was amazing, but playing it just gave me a whole new feeling, and it was smooth and it was just really good. And it's like sometimes just playing something, it just gives you that extra, like, that love for where it came from. I mean, granted, if it's bad, then it's bad, but I don't know.
Also, another game I'm looking forward to playing that's anime related is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
See, this is what it's gonna look like right here.
It's gonna be fun. Hey,
Dude, I would die if it looked like that.
what, like Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4?
No. Look, someone tried to make their own version of the Attack on Titan game. You should post this in the show notes.
Oh man, I don't even want to look right now. That looks bad.
It's
That already looks bad. I hadn't even pressed
they
play
look
and
like
it looks
marshmallow men.
bad.
They don't even look like Titans. They look like big ass marshmallows.
No comment. There's something
Just
I
say
can
like,
say.
this is what the Attack on Titan game is gonna look like.
No, it's not gonna look like that for sure. And then I have one more topic.
All right.
One more thing that I'm like super. Well, I guess I'm kind of hype about now because I actually did some research. Battleborn versus Overwatch, the esport category. Esports, it's real. Everybody's into it.
I'm not.
Well, I'm kind of into it because I like fighters, and
Makes
I
sense.
found about Battleborn and Overwatch by accident, super late. I don't see the big difference between the two, but I did some research. I know Battleborn is a 5v5 player versus player or player versus environment type game. It's got single player, it's got co-op, and it's got like a MOBA type multiplayer. And it's mostly like they're both. I know they're both team objectives, but Battleborn seems to be more of the casual. If you don't really want to play against other people, you can play against bots with your friends. But they also have like this weird competitive side. I haven't really seen like a tournament Battleborn. I'm really curious to see what it looks like. And then you got Overwatch, of course. Oh well, Battleborn is also made by the people who did the Borderlands series, Gearbox. So I like Gearbox, and I do like Borderlands. So I'm a little curious on how good Battleborn would be. And that's coming out, I believe, May 3rd. So that's like almost around the corner. 3 days before Civil War, of course. And then you got
Yeah, whatever.
Overwatch. Hey, calm that down. Calm that down.
I'm seeing it.
I know you are, which is
gay.
very surprising, but I'm glad you're going to go see it. Hey,
Peer
calm
pressure.
that down. Calm that down.
Peer pressure. I'm gonna talk shit though to the max
No,
after
you're
I
not.
see it.
Oh, anyways, Overwatch. At first I heard Overwatch was supposed to be a free to play, but now it's like $60. They're calling it like some weird fancy name, but it includes all their characters, so all 21 characters, all the DLC. And one of the things I actually loved that Blizzard said as soon as they did this, they said there will not be a season pass unless they see a lot of support for the game. So while Battleborn actually does have a season pass that's $20, Overwatch is like, okay, let's hold up. We're gonna give you 6 maps to include with. We're gonna give you 21 characters right off the bat. If you guys are feeling our game, if you guys like the game, then we'll make some DLC for it. But we're not gonna make DLC for something you guys aren't really. We're not 100% sure for. And I kind of felt like, man, I almost forgot. This is how games used to be, where they used to just like throw everything at once and then wait to see if people liked it and then make DLC. So I don't know. I kind of like that. That it kind of made me be like, damn, man, Overwatch might be worth trying. But I know it's owned by Blizzard. They are a 6v6. It's also a MOBA, player versus player. It's mostly player versus player. I don't believe there's a single player at all, but I just kind of like that aspect. Both games are gonna be $60 before tax. So yeah, man, I don't know. I was just a little curious about the games. I recently after getting my nose off the books and all that stuff, all I see is like on Twitch and YouTube, Battleborn, Overrun, Battleborn, Overrun, Battleborn, Overrun.
Battleborn, Overrun, Battleborn, Overrun, ba-da-ba-da-da.
Yeah, and then you see like that weird chick from Overrun. I forget her name, but everyone's got like booty pics of her up, and I'm just like, who is this chick? So I kind of had to do some research.
Wait, I see booty pictures. Who is this chick?
Yeah, man, it's just like,
I must research this.
yeah, it's just like, okay, why am I looking at like this chick's got a nice ass, but I need to know who is this chick? Where is she from? So I don't know. I'm a little curious about that since I'll be getting my PS4 soon, very soon, as soon as I'm done with finals. Maybe a little bit earlier.
Is that your treat?
Hell yeah, that and Civil War. But when I do get my PS4, the first thing I'm gonna buy is Street Fighter V. So I really need to play that. So that's another game I'm hyped about. Street Fighter V, folks. I think I'm gonna buy the season pass. I was thinking of grinding it out, but I think I'm gonna get the season pass when I get it. You know, start training for Evo. Then maybe get Mortal Kombat XL. Play as Jax or Johnny Cage.
John Cage.
Johnny Cage.
I still like Sub-Zero.
Nah, man, I heard he's pretty ass in XL.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, I'm just letting you know. If you want to play Sub-Zero, I hope you enjoy working extremely hard. Gamer Composer, do you have anything or not that hype this week?
Nope. Hype is pretty low this week.
I respect that. I
Hype
know
to
you're
finish
busy,
these
man.
game projects.
Yeah, I just said, yeah, see? It's all right, folks. That man, look, Gamer Composer is a busy man, so it's always a
he's
good
not.
thing. Yeah, he is, man. So it's always good to have him on the show. Oh, my gosh. I know you're busy,
No
too.
pain, no gain, baby.
Whatever, dude.
I know
No
you
chill.
both are busy.
No Phil.
Whoa. I know you're both busy. I'm just glad that you guys came on. I appreciate it. So, we're going to take a small break, and when we come back, we're going to get into our next topic. So, stay tuned.
What the heck are you gonna do when the block apocalypse happens? Better call Ball. See, Ball's world was black and white until vibrant alien blocks fell from the sky and destroyed civilization. It's going to be up to Ball to save it. Super Happy Fun Block is a puzzle game in which changing the color of the world alters reality. You have to maneuver through treacherous obstacles, uncover hidden secrets, and outsmart the blocks to help Ball save what remains of humanity. Super Happy Fun Block has received 5 out of 5 on the iTunes App Store and 4.5 stars on Touch Arcade. People love it. The Chronicles of Gamers is giving away a special copy of the game, but only one lucky winner will win. All you have to do is guess Efucutioner's favorite track of the Super Happy Fun Block soundtrack and what video game track it reminds him of. The first person to answer correctly will receive a download code to the App Store for the game. Write your submissions to the Chronicles of Gamers podcast at gmail.com. We look forward to hearing from you. Remember, Super Happy Fun Block is available now on iOS and is coming soon to Android and PC. Don't let Ball's world stay black and white. Bring some color to its life.
Hi there, guys. Welcome back. And now we're going to get into Indie Radar. This is pretty much the segment where we talk about any indie games that you played, finished, or games that you feel like deserve mentioning. So, for Indie Radar, I'm going to let Gamer Composer go first, because I know he didn't get that much in where it's all about the hype.
Yep. So, I've been pretty bad because I haven't played any games. But I'm working on like 3. So the Indie Radar for this week is a shameless plug called Reclaim Earth on itch.io. It's coming out tomorrow. Woo! That will be April 17th. So by the time you're listening to this, it'll probably be out. Yours truly, doing the soundtrack. And it is, I think, in my opinion, the most different sound to date that I have created as far as like my range of composition. I did the sound effects too, mostly from scratch. So yeah, it's like it's a pretty cool game. A little backstory on it for you is it's the year 2020. Aliens invaded Earth. Usual story, right? Most people managed to escape the planet on giant spaceships. but over 10% of the population didn't make it. Now, it's 2025, and we've been watching the planet ever since. We've been planning on an attack for the past few years. Now the day has come where we will strike. Your objective is to clear out certain areas and region control. It's time to reclaim Earth.
Wow, that actually sounds like Independence Day 3. Like, if Independence Day 2 really fails, I think they have Independence 3, like Independence Day 3 right there. Like,
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually a good movie idea.
This is made for the low res jam on itch.io, so me and a couple other people collaborating together. The soundtrack by no means, is low res. It's actually high res, so you'll be enjoying. And I'll probably be releasing the soundtrack the following week due to like other projects and stuff that I am attached to. So it's gonna be a very sporadic month, unfortunately. I probably am not gonna see the light of day till May.
That's okay. Just wait till June when I come rescue you.
Then it's party. Woo! E3. I dream about that every day.
I
when
dream
I
about
walk
it too.
in the daylight.
Well, that and lightning.
So that's it. That's the game I've been playing and testing and writing, doing stuff for it. Check it out. It'll be in the show notes, and it's a good game to be on your radar.
Oh, it's
Pause.
definitely a good game to be on the radar. See, man?
Maybe.
Thank you. No, there's no maybe. You gotta have confidence. It will be a game that's on your radar.
Yep, and I heard that the Chronicles of Gamers is actually streaming the game this week, so that's awesome.
Oh man, thank you. Thank you. I can't wait.
Can't wait to play it.
Nah, I just can't wait to stream it. Can't wait to stream in general.
Streaming is playing.
You know,
And
and
seeing
playing
is
is
believing.
streaming. All right, so I'm gonna go into the indie game that I found during my time off. This was actually by accident. I found this game on Steam because I wanted to take a little break from itch.io. But I found this game. It's called Big Action Mega Fight. It's a classic single player beat 'em up / brawler that like pays homage to like Streets of Rage and Double Dragon. You know, I'm a huge Streets of Rage fan. But it also contains like this cartoon like fighting element. So the cartoon art looks a little bit like Tiny Toons Adventures to me. And so you play as this guy named like Brick Strongarm, and he's like a killer mustache, like, you know, guy that hangs out in a gym like aficionado, and he lives in like this place called like Megatropolis, which is like overrun by this gang called the Clanks. And the Clanks end up like kidnapping your best friend called Hawk.
Slapped.
Yeah, Hawk. Hawk-oo. Or, you know, I forgot how Hawk sound. Cock-a-doodle-doo or something. But you pretty much have to save him, and you're going to end up, you know, trying to save the city as well. Because, you know, that crime and corruption from the Clunks. Can't let that slide. The game was actually made by Double Stallion Games.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
see?
and also
Yes.
it was made by Execution Labs, or maybe it was published by them. But I
Oh, it
want to
was?
mention that too.
No, thank you. Like, any correction, you know, I take that.
You're welcome.
The game was originally released on like the iOS and Android, which is probably
It was,
why
and it looks
I-
good.
yeah, I probably would have never have even found it on my phone because I'm not a person that likes to play games on my phone.
Yeah, me neither. But I sometimes have to.
But the game is also out on Amazon apps. It's on Steam, and you can download the game on Ouya.
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 What? It's on Ouya? I'm buying it.
Yes, it's on Ouya. The game is $5 on Steam. I haven't looked on for Ouya. I'm actually doing an Indie Love episode on that, so I'll
Psych.
also be able to showcase
Gamer Complainers is Ouya reviews.
it. See, so we're gonna do a double.
You're gonna get double the content, folks.
Yes, you are. But yeah, this is one of the reasons why I really wanted to talk about this game, because it's rare to find a game for Ouya. Like, very rare. Ouya.
Ooh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna showcase
Game
it in
looks fun.
Indie Love. They're gonna showcase it in Ouya reviews, and you're gonna see why it's actually a really freaking good game. One of the special abilities that I got was so you get like this tornado punch where you can like spin around and punch people, but my favorite one is like this eagle blast where like if you got to make sure you're like you line everybody up, but once you fire it, it's just like a huge eagle. It's an eagle blast, of course. Like the energy attack looks like an eagle, but then you can like hear like the sound effect of the eagle in the background, like as soon as it like knocks everybody down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's actually a really fun, super exciting game to play. Like I said, I'm gonna showcase it in Indie Love, but I really wanted to tell you guys about the game. So we're gonna put it in the show notes though. So if you see it and you're just like curious about it, I would recommend getting it. I highly recommend getting it. It's really freaking fun. I ended up playing for like 2 hours and I only meant to play for 5 minutes. That's how addicting it was. I had to stop myself once I saw I needed to get some work done. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Big action mega fight.
Skank 'em.
And then don't forget to check out the reviews that we'll do later on. Anyways.
Double skank 'em.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to take a small
quick
break. And when we
Quick
come
break.
back, we're going to get into our next topic. So
That's right.
Stay tuned.
Do you love anime? Do you love music? If you answered yes, then check out the Anime OST Hour. You'll hear music from some of the greatest Japanese composers of all time, including Yoko Kanno, Joe Hisaishi, Hiroyuki Sawano, and more. Tune in Thursdays on your podcast app on iTunes, or check it out on SoundCloud. See you, Space Cowboy.
Hi there, guys. Welcome back. Now we're going to go on the true story. This is pretty much where we like to talk about any video game related stories that were just like pretty amazing or super exciting or something that you just like really hyped that you did. And you just want to share about it. You know, true story. So I'm going to go first because, you know, we're saving the best for last. Me. Anyways, I ended up getting my PS2, dusting that off. Even though, actually, no, I play my PS2 a lot. But I ended up getting my PS2, and I decided to play this game that Gamer Composer sent me. It's called Def Jam Vendetta. And for those who don't know what Def Jam Vendetta is, it's pretty much it's a WCW game. It was originally a WCW game at first that was supposed to be released, and I think at that time WWF or WWE, which is called now, during the time of like 2001, 2002, WWE actually bought the rights to WCW and the rights to NWO. So when they did, EA actually had to stop production on the game. But luckily, a few artists from Def Jam kind of saw what the game was looking like, and they were like, "Hey, why don't you, take the mechanics that you have and, put us in it." And then out of nowhere, Def Jam Vendetta was born. So that's why all the crazy antics of Def Jam Vendetta and all the realistic wrestling styles. Like pretty much this was supposed to be like a really good WCW game, but thank you, Vince McMahon. I appreciate it. So pretty much when you play the game, you can choose between like these 4 characters. You can choose between Proof, Tank, I forgot the other guy's name, Sprite. But anyways, I ended up playing as this guy named Proof, which was apparently like the weakest character that you can ever pick, and I didn't know that. I just wanted to pick Proof because I thought that was a funny name. Who calls himself Proof? And anyways, when you start off the game, you're kind of playing for your... Yeah. How did you know he was black?
Because his name was Proof.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a dead giveaway.
That is 100% true. Yo, okay, all right. Let me ask you this question: who do you think is Tank?
Not the black guy.
What guy do you think he is?
It's the white guy.
Nope. Tank is an Asian guy.
That's just silly, isn't it?
But Proof was definitely the black guy. But I ended up playing as Proof, who's like, I didn't know at the time, but kind of like the weakest. So I had a little tough time getting my wins. I ended up getting to the match where I ended up facing Scarface, one of my favorite rappers back in the 90s. And it was probably like my worst match yet. Like, I had a hard time just trying to pin this guy. I ended up doing like my special on him when I got it, and like he pretty much like shrugged it off, and I was like, oh crap. And it got to the point where this is like a 10-minute match. I'm literally trying to beat this man, like beat him down, and like we're going tit for tat. I put the game on normal, so it's not on easy. It's on normal, but I'm fighting this guy tit for tat. And it got to the point where I had to like fight him outside the ring, and like when he was outside the ring, he ended up getting like his like special meter, his rage arc kind of started, and I ended up running around the ring because I didn't want this guy to touch me and KO me with one hit because I was like at danger. So for 2 minutes, I'm literally running around the ring trying to wait for this guy to like wear off and try to calm down and reset the match. And then when he finally did, I started taunting. And another thing in this game is like taunts in this game kind of like build your meter, like your rage meter, where you can execute your like special attacks.
Yeah.
So it's like see, nice. So as I'm trying to build that, he's also building his, and he almost had enough to do it again. And I was like, oh hell no, I gotta go over there and kick his ass. And we're still going blow for blow, tit for tat in the ring, and I managed to like get this really good grapple and this really good knockdown, and I managed to pin him. And I won, but it was almost a 10-minute match that should have been like 2-3. And I really should have lost because he actually had me one point where he actually pinned me, and I couldn't get up for the life of me, but I managed to touch the ropes. So I was like, oh yes. Yes. And then as soon as I got that 3 count, I like popped off so bad saying like, yo, Scarface, you ain't shit. I bodied you, fool. And I'm like, well, actually, you're pretty good, man. But I'm still better than you. And I was like, yo, the proof is in the pudding. And shit.
Proof is just instant pudding, literally.
Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. Yo, you
Did
just
you
got
ever
hit
play
with
the second one, Fight for New York?
Man, I love Fight for New York more.
Yeah,
I played that
it's a better
first,
one.
then Vendetta.
Apparently, it's like worth a lot of money. On the GameCube, it's worth like $100 used. On
Really?
the Xbox, the first Xbox is worth a lot of money. PS3 or PS2, I think it's worth like $50 or $60.
Wowzer. I better go to my special location and buy it for $10 then.
Did you ever play the shitty one, the third one that ruined the series?
There was a third one?
Yep, it's called Def Jam Icon. It's so stupid.
No.
It's
I heard that
horrible.
one
I
was
had it on the
horrible.
360 because I'm like, ooh, I like Def Jam. It got a new one and whatever. It's fucking terrible. It's basically like, it was weird because the way you would do the moves, it would coincide with the rap music that was going on. So you would throw a punch and it would be like, and then it would like make their arm move like hella fast and like go with the DJ scratching and shit like that. Like, it was stupid.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. It was, and they had like bad rappers for the characters and shit, and terrible music, like Jim Jones and shit like that. Whatever was trending at the time, which was not good. And it came out in like 2006 or 2007.
Wait, did they have Killer Cam?
I don't think so. It was like Fat Joe, Jim Jones, like Lil Jon, Sean Paul.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be entertaining to watch someone or play it, but it was horrible. Not because it wasn't like fighting or wrestling based. They were more concerned with like the music, which is why it's called Def Jam Icon, because it's like you have to become like a rap icon in the game. Like, that's the point of the game. You fight your way to become the greatest rapper in the game.
Why? They should have just did a... Man, after like playing Vendetta and then seeing like all the ideas that they did and then make like, Fight for New York and then see like that huge improvement in New York, It's just like you kind of think they would just like, all right, let's take what we did in New York and make an even better
Yeah,
wrestling game.
you know, EA, you would think, but they went from like Wu-Tang to Jim Jones. So that's the caliber
Yeah, but
that you're looking at.
I would have loved to kick Jim Jones
And
at
Paul
like Jim
Wall.
Jones' ass.
Who else?
Ooh,
Young
I would-
Jeezy was in it.
Oh,
Young
are you
Jock.
Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records in it.
It was
Yo.
it was not good. Not good, my friend. It was a terrible game.
I would have loved to have wrestled Killer Cam because I would have seen him like his entrance would have probably been him wearing like a pink everything. Like he would have had like pink shoes, no pink boots with like pink like wrestling pants, and he would have came out with a pink chinchilla coat, and he would have said like Chinchilla Kakula Fafula Patula. Yo, you about to get body
It
by
was
Killer
like-
Cam.
What it's like DDR mixed with hip hop music mixed with fighting. That's what it is. Because the
That's
music
too much.
interacts with the environment in terms of how you fight, and sometimes it's worse than others depending on if like the beat drops in a certain place and stuff. It's really stupid because it's not well executed by any means.
I'm gonna stop at Fight for New York. That's my next one.
I think you should play it if you could find it like cheap,
No.
just to see how ridiculous this fucking game was. I beat it, don't get me wrong, but then I sold it the next day.
All right, if I find it, then we're gonna
It's-
all play it,
it's
and we're
on
gonna
three
play a
s-
drinking game.
360 or PS3.
Fine. If
Pick
I
your
buy
poison.
if I buy it, we all have to be in the same room playing,
All right.
and then we also got to be drinking.
It is not a good game. Or just look up some gameplay, dude. Then you'll understand. It's
I'm scared to look at gameplay.
It's
I'm
not
just gonna look for
Yeah, I
Fight for New
remember
York.
seeing that commercial way back in the day. I didn't even like the series to begin with, and I was just like, that just looks bad. That's all I remember looking at the commercial, and I was just like, another one? Nah, this isn't good.
Hey,
It wasn't good. You're correct.
let me
I had
tell
hope.
you.
Because I like
Let
the
me-
first two a lot.
So you know, Def Jam Vendetta. You end up facing this guy named Drake. Why did I think it was like actually Drake from right now?
Because we've been intoxicated with Drake so long. We've been infected by
Like-
Drake. He's
But the-
everywhere.
But the guy Drake almost looks like Drake. All he needs is a haircut, and
Well,
he would look like Drake.
They already knew. It's like I want in on that.
The Illuminati.
Aluma Drakey.
All right, I'm gonna stop, folks. Gamer Composer, Gamer Complainer. Did you guys have anything?
Nah, man. We've been busy.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
true.
guys.
Nah, don't apologize.
Video game tournament.
Video game tournament.
I'm going.
What video game tournament?
You can't go, man. You'll live here. Sorry. Unless you
Man.
can get here Thursday, April 21st.
Is it a fighting game tournament?
Yes.
What fighting game is it? Like KOF 13?
It's everything. Smash, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Mario Kart, Halo, and more. 5:30
What's the name
to
of that?
10
What's the name of the tournament?
video game tournament.
That's a weird
That's all.
name.
I'm reading the poster. That's all it says in big letters.
That's kind of scary, man.
Aslin presents video game tournament. They could
Aslin.
Yes, ASLIN, Aslin.
Oh my gosh. All right, folks. We're going to take a small break so I can process that information and not make fun of it. And when we come back, we'll wrap things up. So stay tuned. Hi there, guys. Welcome back. Selfish plug-in time. Let's go, man.
Gamer complainers. ChaseThetheater.com. Go.
Chronicles of Gamers.com. Just type us in Google. You'll find everything.
I like how our plugs get much, much shorter each episode. We'll just start saying letters like G.
COG.
You should know by now, guys.
We appreciate you listening for 22 episodes, but at the same time, yo, just tell other people about it.
Play Gamer Composer's game on itch.io. What is the game called? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to your segment, so.
Damn.
Reclaim Earth. I started yawning.
Reclaim Earth.
I'll hear about it later anyway. It doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh. Reclaim Earth, aka
Reclaim Earth on itch.io.
Yes.
Look for it, love it, buy the soundtrack, play the game, eat it.
Yeah.
Be the game. Put some
Be-
VR headsets on because it's first person.
Yo, and then don't
It's like
forget.
if you want to ruin your eyes, be my guest. Reclaim Earth. PlayStation VR. I mean, it's not on PlayStation, but
give it time.
itch.io.
And PlayStation.
Oculus Rift, if you can afford it.
You can.
Glasses.
If you can afford
8-bit.
those.
She does not work for Ghost in the Shell. She should be fired. Different story, different day, different podcast.
What are you talking about?
Scarlett Johansson as a Japanese character in a Japanese film.
So you want to start talking about anime
No,
stuff?
nope.
Because we can do it on
Different
your podcast.
day, different podcast.
I
different
just said
story,
we can do it on. We can do it on your podcast.
My podcast doesn't have me complaining. I'm really chill. I try to keep it that way.
Hey, we're gonna go on your podcast, talk about some anime shit.
It's not shit, okay?
We're gonna talk about some anime stuff, some anime knowledge. Invite me on that. Anyways,
I will one day.
Ain't no one day. We're doing it this week, this episode. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm out of here, guys. So, laters.
Later, players.
Skaggle.